Hey everybody, Blake with Texas Bee Supply here. Though you cannot see me, I am here. You can see my shadow. I'm out filming by myself today, probably looking like a crazy person. But I want to show you guys this hive right here. This is a hive that I'm going to attempt to save. It's got about 3 to 4 frames of bees, so let's take a look at it and see what we can do to save it. If it's between June and the 1st of October and your hive has at least 3 or 4 good frames of bees, you can still try to save it. If it's after the 1st of October, however, it's better just to combine that hive with another one and move on. And we've got other videos showing you how to combine hives. However, if it's after mid-January and your hive is 3 or 4 frames of bees, you can just leave them because they'll often get into a growth cycle and they'll grow. So let's take a look here. The best time to see what your population is right when you take off the lid. And so you can see that what I like to do is count the frames of bees. So I can see right between these frames, I've got 1, 2, 3 frames covered with bees, maybe a little bit of a fourth over here. So you can kind of get a good feel for the size of the hive and count the frames. And so let's just take a quick look. One thing you always want to do with weak hives is diagnose why they're weak. And we've got a lot of information in our video blog about diagnosing weak hives. We've also got a lot of articles about it in our September 2020 magazine. It has a lot of information about diagnosing weak hives. So this hive's good. I mean, you've got, a good frame of bees here. Remember, a frame of bees is at least 1 frame covered 2/3 on both sides. I've got good brood. I've got good larvae. I've got lots of eggs. This was a hive I actually, this was from a split about a month ago, and they're just a little bit behind the curve. So I know I've treated them for mites, and that's, some of the big things to watch for. Make sure your queen is laying well, make sure you've treated for mites and you've got your mites under control. So in this case, the hive is just a little bit slow to grow. So I'm going to take out a frame, and I'm going to give them a frame of brood that I got from a stronger hive. When you give a weak hive a frame of brood, I like to make sure it's mostly capped. That way they don't have to take care of it. I shake the bees off in the original colony, and I put this frame of brood right in the middle of this colony because I want them to be able to keep it warm at night. Push the frames tightly back together. I'm going to give them about a half of a pollen patty, and that way I know they've got plenty of pollen, and I'm also going to fill their syrup feeder about halfway full. And that's about it. So make sure the mites are under control. Make sure that the queen is laying well. Make sure that they've got plenty of food. And you can give them a frame of brood from a stronger hive right into the middle of this hive. So there you go. That's how to boost up a weaker hive.